A fire starts at a home in Canfield Township while the owner says he was sleeping in his bed.
27 First News reporter James Santelli has been gathering details overnight on where that fire might have started, and he joins us now live in the studio with new information. James?
Yeah, Dan and Amy, we started to hear calls into our newsroom just after midnight about that house catching fire. Even one of our reporters living nearby could smell the smoke coming from the house on Shields Road in Canfield Township. Now, here's what we saw when we arrived on the scene. Several fire trucks there trying to assist. The house was actually deep in the woods. This was as close as we could safely get to that fire. It's on the 4900 block of Shields Road, right next to Route 11. The man living inside says he was sleeping in his bed, but he woke up when he started to smell that smoke. The man told firefighters he tried to put out the fire himself, but it was too large for him to handle. He also couldn't get to his phone to dial 911. It was actually drivers passing by the house who alerted the Canfield Fire Department. The fire chief says the fire likely started in the garage and the house was fully engulfed. By the time firefighters arrived, it was a total loss. The owner was treated for smoke inhalation. He's expected to be okay, and we have been reporting about the importance of smoke alarms here on 27 First News. In this case, the fire chief says he does not know whether or not a fire alarm went off inside the house.
Right. And you know, locally too, the Red Cross is kicking off its big campaign this week. We've been covering it a lot. They have special training that's going on at their offices on Belmont. We have more information about that later on in the show as well for anyone interested in that.
They're trying to make sure that those smoke detectors get into every home, and as far as smoke is concerned, we know it was our Jerry Ricciuti that called in saying he could smell the smoke from his house. I know I left my apartment around 12:30 in the morning. I live maybe about a mile and a half south of there, closer to 224.
Right.
I was concerned that the fire was a lot closer to my apartment than it was. It was a thick smell of smoke in the air.
And we could see the importance of those smoke alarms when you can be sound asleep in your home middle of the night and something like this could happen.
Right. So I'm sure we'll check into that and see if there was in fact one in that house from overnight.
We will be doing so.
All right. Thanks so much,
Thanks, James.